Hey gaming fans! So today I'm coming at you with a Harpie Lady deck. This is, Harpie Ladies has been around for a long time. The deck's got lots and lots of support throughout the years, many, many years. It's always gotten new support cards. And I finally got some new stuff for it. So I thought I'd try a new build out. This one's a little bit different than the average build, but I'll kind of explain it. So we got Harpie Lady 1. That's my choice of Harpies. You got Harpie Lady 1, 2, 3, Cyber Harpie, the original Harpie Lady, which has no effect. I just like this one because it boosts all wind monsters by 300, including herself. And any copies will just, add an extra 300 to the field. I don't know, I just kind of always like that one. Harpie Queen, because she's a Harpie Lady in the graveyard and on the field. And you can picture from your hand to add their field spell, the Harpie's Hunting Ground, which I want to use in this deck. So I think it's a good card at 3. And then I got Harpie Dancer. I'm not too crazy about this one. I know there's a better option out there, but it's not bad. You can target a wind monster you control, return it to your hand, and then normal summon one wind monster. So you can pull off some shenanigans of, if you special summon the Harpie Queen. You can get this back get this on the field, bounce her back to your hand to use her effect if you need to get a Harpie's Hunting Ground. So I guess it's okay in some regards. Then, the typical Harpie Channeler. Harpie Channeler is, again, it's a Harpie Lady while it's on the field or in the graveyard. Most of these Harpie Ladies have that effect. I think all of them do. But this one you could discard a Harpie card to special summon one Harpie monster from your deck in face-up defense position except itself. And while there's a dragon on the field, it becomes a level 7, which does come in handy, which I will be talking about just a little bit soon. And then there's Harpie Harpist, which I think is probably one of the best Harpies. I usually use her for her second effect. She's also a Harpie on the field and in the graveyard. And during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard, you can essentially add a level 4 Wing Beast type monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. So she pretty much grabs most of your Harpies. She won't grab the Harpie Queen, but she'll grab almost everything else that you need. Usually you go after Harpie Channeler, just so you can get more Harpies into the graveyard. The whole concept of the Harpie deck is to, get them into the graveyard and then kind of bring them back with Hysteric Party. And then we have Harpie's Pet Dragon. Some builds use it, some don't. This one kind of combos with the Channeler because it's a level 7 dragon. So then you can, if you get them both out, she becomes level 7. Then you can Xyz summon into a rank 7. So pretty decent. And so my little tech for this deck is, I don't know if many people use this one or not. It's a weird name, Kajukaku something. I don't know. It's a weird name. Essentially, if this card's tributed and sent to the graveyard, you can add a level 4 or lower wind monster from your deck to your hand, or graveyard to your hand, except himself. And you can only use this effect once per turn. Now, there's a reason why I use this guy, and I'm going to get to that. So that's pretty much my monster lineup. I'm going to move that over there. So, for the spells, I use a typical Monster Reborn. I think everybody plays Monster Reborn. Why not? Getting into that other monster, this is the reason why I've been trying it out now. I'm trying out Swallow's Nest. Swallow's Nest, not Shallow's Nest. You tribute a face-up Wing Beast monster you control to special summon one Wing Beast monster from your deck with the same level as the tributed monster. So my thought was to, if I got this guy out, I could use Swallow's Nest, tribute him off, pull out another one, and trigger his effect to get whatever Harpie card I need for my deck to my hand. It's kind of a way of using it without losing the advantage, in a sense. And there's one more other card in this deck that actually works well with these guys. And even if you don't want to use it with this guy, any of the Harpie cards, you could do a lot of tricks with this where you attack. After you've done the damage, you can Swallow's Nest it, tribute it off, get another one, and attack with that one. So you can go into like a few, quick plays like that. Pretty okay card. Like I said, it's just a thought for now. Then I have Hysteric Sign. This is pretty much one of the best Harpie cards out there. when it's activated, you get to search out your Elegant Egotist from your deck or your graveyard, which comes in handy. And then during the end phase, if this card was sent to the graveyard, I don't know if it's sent from the field. During the end phase of the turn, this card was sent from the field. Yeah, field or hand to the graveyard. Okay, so either way, if it's sent from the field or your hand to the graveyard, so if you discard it for an effect, you get to search out 3 Harpie cards from your deck and add it to your hand. I mean, this is total advantage right there. I mean, this is like, you know, it's a plus, what, 3 or something? Really good card. +2 or +3, I don't know. And, of course, you can blow it up with your own card if you need to. Elegant Egotist, because it pretty much turns a Harpie Lady into another Harpie Lady. So you can pull out a Harpie card, play this, get one of your Harpie Lady #1s. Pretty good card. And Harpie's Hunting Ground. So this will help you deal with any spells and traps your opponent might play. So essentially, it boosts up your Harpies by 200 points, or your Winged Beast monsters, I should say, by 200 points. I think most of the deck is Winged Beast. But when a Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters is normal summon, I'm not playing the Sisters in this deck, or special summoned, you get to destroy 1 spell or trap on the field. So if your opponent doesn't have anything, you go after your own Hysteric Sign. After you've played it, you get your Elegant Egotist. It just kind of sits there because it's a continuous spell. So you need to blow it up somehow. And so if you have that out there, you can use that to blow it up. The only problem with this card is if nobody has any spells and traps on the field and you summon a Harpie monster, you're going to have to blow this card up because it has to trigger. So it's one of those, you know, you have to play, you know, it forces you. And that's it for the spells. And the next one is I'm playing 3 of the Icarus attack. Again, this kind of combos with this guy. So the Icarus attack is by tributing a Winged Beast monster on your side of the field, you could destroy 2 cards on the field. So if this guy is out, I can tribute him, blow him up, blow up 2 other cards, which could also blow up your Hysteric Sign if you need to blow it up to get more cards, and then you get a search from him. So it kind of works, and I don't know. It could be cloggy. I still need to test it some more. The part that I really like about this deck is Hysteric Party. This is like Call of the Haunted on steroids. It pretty much, you discard 1 card and you summon as many Harpie Ladies from your graveyard to your hand, to the field. So even if you discard a Harpie monster to activate this effect, you get to summon it to the field, which is really good. And if you have all Harpies in your graveyard, you're going to have a full field. And then the last one is the new edition, and this is a new card that came out in a few, you know, I don't know, fairly recent. It's Harpie's Feather Storm. And if you control a Winged Beast type monster until the end of this turn, negate any monster effects your opponent activates. If you control a Harpie monster, you can activate this card from your hand. So it's really good. I mean, it just, you can keep it in your hand, you have a Harpie monster, and then you can play it in response to something. It does have another weird effect. If this card is destroyed, if it's in under your control and it's destroyed by your opponent, you can add a Harpie's Feather Duster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. I don't know why they would do that, knowing that Harpie's Feather Duster has been banned since forever. So unless they're planning on errata-ing it and changing its effect to make it not so powerful, or maybe they just think one day they'll just bring it back. I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. But anyways, yeah, let's move on to the final piece, and that would be the extra deck. I don't have a full extra deck yet because I just pulled out the ones that I know for sure. So you'd have the your level 7, your rank 7s, I should say, just in case you pull off that Channeler combo with the Harpie's Dragon. So then you can go into whatever you need. So I got like Mecha Phantom Beast Dracosac, which can destroy cards and protect itself. Big Eye, which can steal a monster. Otherwise, you're going to want to go into something like this, which is another Harpie card. Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon. It does require 4 wind monsters, but when it's on the field, it's pretty much unstoppable. It can attack your opponent directly. and they cannot target Harpie monsters with effects or attacks. And then during each of your end phase, you detach one material until it's destroyed, pretty much. It's an okay card, and it's like literally 2,000 direct attacks. And if you have the hunting ground out, it's even stronger. And the other two that I kind of threw out here, Lightning Chidori, which is just, a good card. It's a wind monster. I don't know if that really matters too much. When it's XYZ summoned, you can target a set card your opponent controls, return it to the bottom of their deck. And then once per turn, you can detach a material, target one face-up card your opponent controls, return it to the top of the deck. So, it's removal. And I threw in also Castel, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, which is also, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, target one face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down defense position. You can detach two materials from this card, target one other face-up card on the field, shuffle it into the deck. So it's just more removal. Anyways, yeah, this is my Harpie deck that I've been, I want to test it out some more. I've made many variants of the Harpie deck. This one I think just would be kind of fun. Anyways, let me know what you think. Throw some comments down below. Throw some suggestions. What you think, if the ratios are off or whatever. I always like to hear your opinion. And yeah, hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.